Hey everybody, welcome back. Devin, the OG original Grognard, and I'm hoping that the sound is coming through this time, unlike the first half of the last video. Yeah, I think my headset is kind of dying. So, and as loath as I am to do this, we're accepting donations here at the Grognard's Corner, and I'll just go ahead and I'll put the PayPal link in the description. So I don't want to talk too much about it, but it will be going to getting headset and a new camera and maybe some games. Trip to Tahiti or something if I get enough done. I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that. I don't have a passport. Um, so let's, went over after I got done with the last video. Went over, checked some rules out. Mainly, one of the big things I was looking at was full cover, which was we had some Egyptian units here that went ahead and dropped into full cover. Um, Fine. It just the problem is you can't drop into full cover when you're already in a building. There are certain circumstances where units can drop into full cover if they're shot at. Being in a building isn't one of them. So you either have to start set up in full cover to get the full cover benefit from being in a building. So we're just going to remove full cover off of that. Now, if there are obstacle or fortifications, things like that, there are conditions. There are certain conditions that they could drop into full cover. But yeah, it's a building. Either you start off the game set up in it, or you never end up in full cover, which is fine. Um, Also, checked some rules out about the machine guns. Again, me overcomplicating my life and trying to think too much like squad leader. It's not. You can fire the coax at the same time you fire the main gun. And really, the only restrictions are coaxes have to fire whatever the turret facing is, bows have to be fired at whatever the vehicle facing is, and anti aircraft machine guns can be fired as long as the vehicle is expressed. All right, cool. That's real simple. Hopefully should be able to be able to remember that. The only other thing we got is Soviet or the Soviet, the Egyptian reinforcements are coming on this turn. The three T-34-85s and the SU-100. It's going to be real interesting. I will say this right now. Even if I don't manage to hit with the main guns on these Super Shermans up here, my machine gun fire is probably going to eliminate them. I mean, that's basically one of the reasons why I stuck the squad and the leader up there was to absorb casualties and losses. And well, they're not there anymore to absorb casualties and losses. So, yeah, by hook or by crook, I think that gun is going down this turn. So we'll just go ahead and jump right into it. Start at turn 3 and roll for initiative. Red is attacker, Israelis. Black is the Egyptian defenders. Whoever goes lowest has initiative. All right. That is a 10. So, black, the Egyptians get to go first. And let's see, I think swinging the turret or swinging the gun is going to be a opportunity fire check. And we don't want to do that. We don't want to have an opportunity fire check. So, should I bring a armor on? Or should I just say screw it and take the op fire anyways? Hmm. You know what? I think we're going to bring on one of the T-34-85s. We want to bring it on at least on this hex row. Right there. But, okay, yeah. All right, so we'll go ahead and bring him on there. And which will, of course, trigger an opportunity fire from this guy. And he is going to try to op fire. That's going to require him swinging the turret. See if we can find turret marker somewhere. I have no idea where turret markers would be. Oh, there's the full turn control. Placement vehicles. Correct. There we go. Turret. I don't think there's an Israeli. Well, let's take a look under Israeli wars. Info. Yeah, no. We're just going to have to use, well, it's a Sherman, so let's just use a Sherman turret. Or an American turret. There we go. Oops. Come on. Bugger. I'll just rotate it manually. Oh, come on. Counterclock. There we go. Vertex counterclock. There we go. So actually that's, yeah, because if we put it that way, then that'll put the turret able to fire over here. Because just going off the normal arc, that's going to be down that hex row and down that hex row. So he's not gonna be able to shoot. So he's got to swing the turret. So I'm gonna take out fire 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 hexes. B-class weapon, gonna be a 6. Let's take a look at all the modifiers. Take a target size for the T-34. Where is it? Normal size, so no modifiers for size. Let's see. Covered arc change. Fast, slow, vehicle covered arc or down. Slow. Let's see. Okay, it's a +1, so it's a normal turret. So we're looking at 6, 5, 4, 3 for moving vehicle target. No cover state, no obscuring terrain, no smoke. Looks like we're looking at a 3. All right, 3 to hit. 7, that's a miss. I actually had a oops. I actually had a feeling I probably wasn't going to hit with them, but that's okay. Hold on that. Well, it's coming. I should have nominated cross country or assault, but it's going to be assault. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, is that tank going to want to fire? No, because it needs to take out that gun. So we'll let him move up and he'll fire. That B-class weapons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. B-class weapon at 11 is going to be 6. 7 for target size. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 for assault fire. I think that's going to be it. Assault fire, suppressed, elite tank commander. Not the flank. Yep, so we're looking at a 2. 9, that's a miss. Again, kind of figured that was going to happen. So that was the Israeli action. Or no, the Egyptian. Israelis, yeah, much as I hate to do this, I can't let that 100mm. So he'll go ahead and fire off at the 100mm. 1, 5, 6, 7 hexes. E-class weapon. An 8. 7, 6 for the weapon pit. 5, 4 for the heavy firing at a heavy weapon. We're looking at a 7. That's a miss, but the machine gun fire is going to be 5, 10, 16. It's going to be a grand total of 16 plus 2 on the dice roll because of the weapons pit. 16 is going to be on the 14 column. Is an 8, 9, 10. That's going to be nothing. Wow. That's not good. Well, you know what? The flips back over to the Egyptians, and oops, Egyptians are now safe to go. Hey, let's go ahead and swing our turret, or swing the gun, and go boom. So it's a B-class weapon. B-class weapon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to be an 8 to hit. 8, 9 for target size. Let's see. Gun covered arc was a +3. So 9, 8, 7, 6. And that's going to be all the modifiers. So it's going to be a 6. Whang! That shell is going to bounce off that. Boy, tank gun's probably going to get more kills than anything else in this game. So let's see. Location. Location is going to be a 6, which is going to be upper hall. Going to be the front upper hall, which is going to be a 10. Its penetration with 100mm. Too many charts and tables. 100mm. Oh, that's Israeli. Arab gun. 100mm B at going to be 19 with the upper hole of 10. Going to be a difference of +9. Uh-oh. 7 is going to be, yep, that's going to be a kill. So that anti-tank gun has taken out 2 Shermans so far. That's not good. That is really not good. All right, so what do the... Now, flips back over to the Israelis. I could fire the wire guided, but it only hits like... Now we're not going to fire it. We save the action. So, well, the Israelis have not having much to do anymore over there. So they need to definitely shift their armor from over here. So we're going cross country now. So that's going to be 10. I'll rotate. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Now, you know what? Let's not do that. Let's not get anywhere close to that RPG. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we'll rotate him back that way. And that will be the Israeli turn. Switch back over to the Egyptians. And you know what? What I think I'm going to do is we're going to have that machine gun fire at that mortar carrier. And now this is one of the few times when machine guns actually use the to hit chart, I believe. But I don't know what long range. I don't know. Small arms. Actually, I think I just shoot at it normally, because there really is no hit probability table for machine guns. It's A class, B class, C class, D class, or light anti-tank rifle. Could check that. Let me go check that real quick. Alright, so I lost a few minutes of recording on this last little bit that I did. As you can tell, I don't have the headset on. I'm going to now be recording through the
through my video camera mic. I'm hoping that it's halfway audible and decent. I tested it real quick and it seemed to be okay, not really great. So I really need to get a new headset, it seems. Basically, the machine gun fired at the half track a couple different times, missed both times. The mortar fired back, hit the building, inflicted a casualty. I put it on the squad. The crew and the leader both made their their rally tests. The crew or the squad did not. So that was all that with that machine gun fire or machine gun and mortar fire back and forth at each other. But yeah, basically what I said was looking for. Machine guns can fire, mediums or heavies can either fire their normal gunfire at a half track APC, they call it, but for our cases it's a half track, or they can use the HPT, hit probability table. They use the HPT. They have a chance of killing the vehicle. They just spray it with machine gun fire. They just can suppress it and have a slight chance, I think, of being able to kill it. So I went ahead and just did the HPT. Flipped back over to the Egyptians' turn from mortar fire. The Israelis did the mortar fire last. Switched back over to the Egyptians. So going over here where this armed mechanized assault is going at, I got a bunch of different options I could go. I could go 4 attacks at 4 over 4 impulses. I could do 2 attacks at 8 by combining the firepower in each stack, or I could do 1 big fire group at 16. I decided we're going to go with 4 different attacks at 4, mainly because the Israelis are out in the open. The scrub actually doesn't provide any type of cover. And even with the gunfire factor 4, I'm still looking at a 50-50 chance of being able to do something. So the first squad goes ahead and fires. No modifiers, and 8 is a nothing. Switches over to the Israelis. Let's see. Well, or the Egyptians. Get that right one of these days. Can I check line of sight? Oops. I wonder. Oh, because of the overlays, that's probably why it's not really working too good. Oops. From here. There. Push the button. There. I could. Well, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's too far. No, even if. Okay, so what I was thinking to do was taking this RPG, moving him to here, firing at these Shermans, but even getting right there, range is too far. They've only got range of 4. I don't know why I'm looking at that. It's the Israeli turn, anyways. Well, we're starting to catch fire, so we're gonna have to. A bazooka. I could fire a bazooka at the building. I think that's only a 4-gun fire, though. Let's see. Half track. I don't think the half track can form a fire group with the infantry. So let's just go ahead and fire the squad first. So it's going to be 6. And I believe that's. Yeah, that's just an NCO. So it's going to be 6. And we're going to fire at that stack right there. Going to be on the 6 column. It's going to be -1 +3, -1 for the leader, +3 for the building. So it's going to be a grand total of 6 at +2. 6, 7, 8 on the 6 column is nothing. Okay. Those guys, actually should probably mark them separately because the half track will be able to fire. We're going to have this Egyptian squad is going to go ahead and fire at these guys then. It's going to be a 4. No column shift modifiers. Oops. Should not have hit the doubles, but we're just going to go ahead and say that with the red, 9 anyways. So nothing. And a whole bunch of nothing back and forth at each other. Okay. Yeah, the half track will fire now. Again, the counter should be under that, but whatever. We'll go for the 9, which is going to be on the 8 column, plus 3, no modifiers because no leader. 7, 8, 9, 10 is not going to be anything. All right, so these guys are going to go ahead and fire once. I got a bazooka. Ooh, I got a bazooka in. Oh, no, that's the Israelis. I was thinking for a second, the Egyptians got a bazooka. Why didn't I use it earlier? But I had it stacked over the Israelis. All right, so one of the Egyptian squads will fire right here. And it's going to be on the 4 column, no modifiers. That's a 4. That's going to be something. 4 on the 4 column is a C1. You know what? Let's just go ahead and stick a casualty on the squad. Okay, so now we're going to have the leader at 8, -1 for the casualties taken, -4 more for enemy squads around him. So that's 3, but he's going to get 1, 2, 3 back from his own morale support range. So it's going to be 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6 is going to be a 6. That's a 5. He passes it. And the squad is going to be 8, 7 for the casualty taken, 6 for the casualties that the stack took this turn. 5, 4, 3, 2 for enemy support range, 3, 4 for his own support range, 5, 6 for being stacked with an officer. 9, he breaks. That's not good. Well, in that case, we're gonna have this light machine gun. Yeah, we're gonna have this light machine. This guy with the light machine gun open up on this stack right here, stacked with a officer. So it's gonna be a -2. So it's gonna be 4, -1 because they're using the machine gun. 3 plus 5 is gonna be on the 8 column. 8 -3 plus 2, or 8 plus 3 -2. So a grand total of +1 because of officer modifier and building. 2, 3 on the 8 column is a C2. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put a casualty on both of those guys. All right, motivation 6, -1 for the casualties, 5, -2 for the casualties the stack took, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6 for morale support. That's not a full squad, so that Israeli unit's not a full squad. It doesn't count. And that is a broken Israeli squad, so that doesn't count for morale support. So, do this again. 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're looking at 6s with, 6 with the first one. He makes it, and 6 for the second one, 2. Okay, they both make it. Yeah, morale support ranges can get pretty freaking difficult if you get them all stacked up together sometimes. So that was a fired. Let's clone him. And we'll just stick it on there. Yeah, technically it should just be over the stack, but I'm just going to put it on the top of the stack because the half-track suppressed and can't fire anyways. Alright, so that was pretty good for the Israelis, which could have broken them. Now back to the Egyptians. Oops. The Egyptians will go ahead and fire their last guy. 4, no modifiers. They're going to fire at this stack right here. 10, that's a nothing. Alright. So, what do we... Okay, they can't fire back. Oh, the half-track can fire back, though. So we'll have the half-track fire back at 9. No modifiers is going to be on the 8 column, plus 3. 8 plus 3 is going to be 11, is going to be nothing. Now back to the Israel, or back to the Egyptians again. That's something I don't know what's going on. Apologize. Let's see. You know what? No. Well, let's check. Let's check to see if I got line of sight. I do have line of sight. Alright, so these guys are going to go ahead and fire. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be at long range, so it's going to be halved. Okay, so the 2 squads are going to be halved because they're firing at long range. One of the squads is going to be -1 because it's carrying the machine gun. So it's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the machine gun. So we're going to be on the 6 column, -1 for the NCO being with them. So 6 column, -1. Ooh, good one! We can't get any lower than 0, so 6 column -1 is a C3. And let's see, so yeah, we'll go ahead and wound him. Let's see, flip him. And flip them as well. So it's going to be the 2 other casualties. Alright, so motivation is going to be 8. Oops. Yeah, what happened there? What did I do? Oh, that's fire. We don't want to fire them. We want to flip them. Alright, 6. The leader, 6, 5, 4, 3 for the casualties the stack took this turn. No morale support from him. No morale support from the broken guy. So yeah, we're looking at a 3 with him. It's a 9, nothing. So the squad is going to be 6, 5, 4, 3. Yeah, again, it's going to be a 3. No morale support range. 10. Is that hero creation? Yeah, it's a possible hero creation. 9, nothing. Okay. Not going to be a hero creation there. There. Let's create a clone. Put that there. That was actually some pretty good fire. Back to the Egyptian, or the Israelis. Oh yeah, those guys failed. Mark them as broken. Broken. Alright, so basically I think the only thing I've got really left that can do anything right here is the half-track. So the half-track will go ahead and fire, but you know the half-track's going to fire at that guy with the RPG. So that's going to be 9, which is going to be 8 column, plus 3 for the terrain modifier. 9 is not going to be anything. Alright, so now back over to the Israeli turn, and I don't think, or the Egyptians. Gotta get that clear in my mind. I could do that. Gotta get these guys out of here so they don't get lit up by that Sherman. I could crawl them there. Well, there's not going to be any op fire because pretty much everybody's fired except for him. Oh, you know what? I could do an assault move. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and assault move there, which will trigger an op fire from that guy right there. It's going to be 4. Let's see, what is a wall? Wall's improved cover, I believe. A wall hex site is improved cover. So that is a +2. So it'll be 4 plus 2 for the wall, -2 for the assault moving, -1 for the NCO. Okay, so it's going to be a 4 column at a -1. Alright. 5 -1 is a 4 on the 4 column. Is going to be a C1. And we're just going to stick that on one of the squads. So he takes a casualty. Alright. morale 6 -1 for the casualty the stack took. So 5 +2 for the morale support range. Ooh, he's even going to get more morale support range from there because those are still full squads. So 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. And the squad that took the casualty, 6, 5 for the casualty, 4 for the casualties the stack took, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's good. He's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, those guys are all good. Now, that was the op fire from those guys. You know what? I should also admit... No, their range is only 1. Keep forgetting. He's a 216, but the range... I could extend the range by 1 at half firepower, but, you know, that's not going to help. It's going to put it at the 5 column, which rounds it down to the 4 column anyways. Alright, so these guys are going to op fire and return, and they can do... Or assault move, and they can do that with the light machine gun. So, the one squad is going to be 4, halved for the assault fire is 2. The second squad has taken 1 casualty, so they're at a 3. -1 for the light machine gun is a 2. Halved is going to be a 1. So that's going to be 3 so far, plus 3 for the machine gun is 6. And -1 for the NCO. So 6 column -1. 8 is a 7, which I believe is not going to be anything. Nope, that's not going to be anything. Alright. Let's go ahead and clone that. Now, I do have some rate of fires here I haven't completely used up. Yeah, he's got a rate of fire I haven't completely used up with the medium machine gun. Alright, so that was the Egyptians. Now back to the Israelis. They'll go ahead and take their second rate of fire with that light machine gun here. So it's going to be a 5 -2 for the officer, +1 or +3 for the building, so a net of +1. 5 column, which is going to be down to the 4 at a +1. 6 + 1 is a 7, and that's not going to be anything. Let's see. These guys have got a rate of fire that they can use, so let's go ahead and do that. It's going to be a 3 firing at these guys. NCO directed, so 3 -1 on the dice roll. 1. Wow. Egyptians can't miss today. Oh, that's a C2. That's... Oh, and those guys are already broken. Ah! Okay, well... I gotta put... Crap. Oh, that's not good. 2 casualties. I put 1 casualty on him. That means the other one has got to go to the leader, which will kill him off. So let's just go ahead and move him off to the side for the dead pile. And now motivation. 6 -1 for the casualties, 5, 4, 3 for casualties taken. No morale support range, so we're looking at a 3. Oh, wow, he actually makes it. Okay, well, that's pretty good. Alright, who else has got... Oops. Rate of fire 3. Should not be rate of fire 3. Should not be rate of fire 2. Back to the Israelis. I don't think they've got any other rate of fire weapons left. Yeah. So, what are they going to do? 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can fire at long range. These guys can form a... Yeah, let's go ahead and do... No. Yeah, no, he can see it. This would be a blind hex, but that wouldn't be. Alright. Or no, that would be the pancake. So, yeah. He's the only one that can see. But these guys, since they're 1 hex back, the pancake effect. As far as I read the hill rules correctly. Alright, well, let's go ahead and move the flail tank. So we're going to go cross country with him. one to move into there, one to activate the flails. And the flail works kind of like the dozer, and you roll on the 50 column and look at the demolition table, and basically wires or mines is a C5 or better, and on the 50 column it's basically a 7 or less. So okay, so that was successful, so that eliminates that. That's 2 points. 3, 4 to go ahead and try to do it again. Now, what's the wire? Wire is also a C5, so we'll roll again. 10, nope, no good. He's got one more movement point, so let's go ahead and do it one more time. 8, oh! He's getting all tangled up in the wire. Not good. Let's go ahead and delete that guy. Should probably draw to see if it was a fake or not. So let's go ahead. Whoops. Cup. There was a way I figured out how to be able to pull. I figured this out a couple games ago. Not going to worry about it. I'll figure that out later and pull it later. Alright, so that was that. Now back to the Egyptian turn before I switch back over to the tanks coming on. Is there anything I want to do with these guys? And although, that's a crew that get, well, they've only got a range of 2, so. Now, I think, could crawl, it could move him there. But at a range of 4, I think what's the to hit with the RPG's only got a range of 3, not 4. All right, well that changes things. All right, well I think the Egyptians are going to now bring on another vehicle. Let's go ahead and bring on a T-34. We'll go ahead and just bring him on there. Already fired, can't do anything. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, that's probably a stupid idea. Let's bring it on where the anti-tank wire-guided missile can't see him. So, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Range 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Range 12 with a B-class weapon is a 6. It's going to be a 1 because of assault move. Does the vehicle... 2 because of target size. And the wreck's not going to do anything, so... we're looking at a 2. Alright, so the T-34 manages to hit on the move with an 85mm weapon. Okay, where does it hit? 7, I believe that's going to be lower hull. Yep, lower. Let's see, lower hull is going to be a 6. Oh, that's bad. And it's T-34 85. 85B, what do we say the range was? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that is going to be a penetration value of 12 versus an armor of 6 is going to be a +6 modifier. Oh boy, that's a 4. That is a burn. So, not going well for the Israeli armor. Oh, let's see, wreck, combat. Let's see, is there? Well, let's just go ahead and wreck him and see see if we can find a burn marker. Probably under general, maybe? Yeah, that's a flame marker. Combat. Label markers, overlays, vehicles, maybe it's under vehicles. Does not look like it. We're gonna have it burning out there. Let's go ahead and put a normal burn marker on it. Okay, if I can find it. There we go. Flame marker. Alright, so that vehicle is burning. Wow. Shermans are not having a good day of it. Alright, so that was now back to that was the Egyptians, back to the Israelis. We did that. Let's go ahead and cross country with him. You know, I gotta leave him to try to clean up this mess. Israeli infantry is just having a hell of a time. So yeah, let's go ahead, rotate him for one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rotate him again. 5. And he's going to shoot. Alright, so probably wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done by moving those guys there, because that's probably going to end very poorly for those Egyptian troops. Alright, so, well, even if he hits, that's an A-class weapon at range 2 is going to be a 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 for assault moving. I believe that's going to be the only modifiers. Yeah, no terrain cover. Oh, they assault moved, so it's going to be a further -1, so it's going to be a 5. Yeah, I think it's going to be a 5. Alright. Oh, that's a hit. Alright, so it's a 75 millimeter, which is going to be on the 14 column, which is a 10. Yeah, that's a nothing. Alright, but the machine guns can fire, and that's a 13, which is going to be on the 10 column, -1 because they're under assault move. Serious? Oh, wow. The Israelis just cannot catch a break today. Alright, so now we've got... Actually, I'm going to have to zoom this out now. We're going to probably do some long-range shots down here, because now we're going to bring on that T-34. Oh, does that trigger? Yeah, it does trigger op fire. No, I did cross-country, so that does not trigger op fire. He doesn't have any op fire to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's probably not going to hit, but let's check it anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 hexes. B-class weapon at 28. I don't think I've ever shot that far. Okay, it is a 75 or better. This is going to be a 5 -5 for the assault. Yeah, so I would need a 0, and I can't get a 0. So probably should have just, you know what? No, I did it, so we're not going to do that. We're just going to say... Had I figured the odds out beforehand, I'd have probably cross-country. Let's see. I think that's it for the Israelis. You know what? Let's just go ahead and rotate him. because I have a feeling they may get a couple shots at those T-34s. All right, the SU is going to go ahead and do cross country. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, basically because they can't be shot at. And that'll set them up for being able to fire off next turn. All right, Israelis don't have anything back to the Egyptians. I don't think the Egyptians... the Egyptians don't want to do anything. So we're done with that. Infiltration phase. Now it's going to get real spooky again. All right, initiative 03. All right. So now, is that a 0 or is that a 10? That's a 0. No, that is a 0, not a 10. Because as we've seen, I've rolled 10s before. So 3, that's the Egyptians getting to go first. These guys are going to crawl back in, or those guys are going to infiltrate back into there. That's just not a good thing to be hanging out there. They got really lucky with the main gun and the machine gun off that Sherman missing. So, what have we got that the Israelis can do now? He can't do anything. He can't do anything. He could be outnumbered. Yeah, I just don't see any of those guys I really want to infiltrate, though. Could infiltrate them into the minefield? I don't think so. You know what? These guys will go ahead and infiltrate into here. So let's get the counters right. Yeah, that'll be a touch better fire base. Egyptian want to do. Really? There's part of me that's now saying, maybe I should come out and start doing some close assaulting. Those guys are broken. I think they're automatically eliminated if I infiltrate into their hex. Let's go ahead and check that. Or maybe they surrender. Let's check what broken does. Broken units versus overrun. 10.5. 10.5 broken units. Broken units. Passengers may never infiltrate. Yeah, I know that. Surrendered. Let's take a look at infiltration then. What happens if we infiltrate a broken unit? Infiltration 443. You know what? This may take a bit. Let me pause real quick. So, yeah, squad's automatically eliminated if they get infiltrated upon. So what we're going to do is we're going to have one of these squads come out here. Of course, I don't know what that's going to do with the half-track that's there. But they're going to infiltrate regardless, which is going to kill that squad. And it's going to leave these guys in close combat. But we're not there yet, so let's not get too excited. Those guys can't. Those guys already infiltrated. Well, the half squad could infiltrate into here, but I don't think they're going to. Oops, I forgot to take him along. Oops. He actually will go in there. Alright. The only other infiltration I want to do is right there. Now, what do the Egyptians want to do? Do they want to... No, that would not be in their best interest. That would not be in their best interests. This guy, yeah, we'll go ahead and infiltrate him there. And the Israelis will infiltrate there. And back again to the Egyptians. Really the only two things they could possibly... they're not going to infiltrate. Alright, that's going to be done. But we do have some melee right here. 4-2. It's going to be 2-1. Oh, let's see, 2-1. You know, it's been so long since I've done melee. I think it's simultaneous. Let me check just to make sure. Melee 10-4-2. 10-4-2. Well, that's courage. That doesn't do anything for me. Melee. Da-da-da-da. Let's see. 12-15-3. 12-15-3. Okay, creation of odds. Personnel versus personnel attack. Move in. Creation of odds. Okay, both sides resolve melee, but calculating an odds ratio of gunfire and rolling a die. So both sides. Apply all casualties and remove eliminate units at the end. Oh, okay, so it is simultaneous. Alright, so we've got 4 Egyptian versus 2 Israeli. So it's going to be a 2-1. And roll a die. That's going to be a 9 on the 2-1. Is going to be 1 casualty. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and flick that now. Flip him. And 1-2 in return. It's going to be a 9. That's not going to be anything. Yeah, I need a 1-3. And combat keeps going, so now it's 4-2. So it's 2-1 again. 10. Oh, which is nothing for the Egyptians. And then 1-2 back, because he's still got a gunfire factor of 2, which is a 3, which is going to be a 1 casualty. So now it's 3-2. There is a 3-2 odds. So we're looking at 3-. Is it? Yes, it keeps going. There is no locked in melee like ASL. Alright, so 3-2 is a 4. Yep, that's going to finish him off. But it's going to be a 1-2 back. Maybe he can inflict something. Nope, he doesn't inflict anything more. So that's going to kill him off. Put him over in the casualty pile. And no motivation for melee. So I don't have to worry about rolling motivation or see if anybody's broke. Oh, now we have... Okay. Go ahead and remove all that. Remove all that. Broken units. Alright, go ahead and... Doesn't matter which side we start off with. I'm just going to go top to bottom, I guess you could say. Half track is a morale of 8. They failed miserably last time. Alright, so he actually recovers from being suppressed. Oops. Had them all clicked. Alright, let's try that again. Just him. Suppressed. Alright, he's unsuppressed. Nobody's broken there. Nobody's broken there. Nobody's broken there. Dead there. Alright, so we got him, but he can't rally because his leader is dead. Nothing there. Nothing there. He has got to try to rally, so 4 minus 1 for the casualty is 3, plus 1 for the NCO is a 4. He does not get back, and honestly, I think that's pretty much it for everybody that, yeah, none of these guys, none of these guys, none of these guys. Yeah, that's, I think we're about done there, boys and girls. All done with turn 3. And things have definitely gone south for the Israelis. It's going to be interesting to see if I can salvage this. I need to, yeah, that armored assault is kicking my butt. That's all I got. We're going to see what happens next time. But it's going south for the Israelis real quick. Questions, comments, concerns, complaints, criticisms in the comment section. I'll see everybody next time.